Chloe, did the package I arranged to be delivered to your place come yet?
Yep, it just got here. Thanks for all this fresh seafood. It looks delish.
Let me make one thing clear, young lady. None of that stuff is for you. It's for my amazing son, because he's family.
I know that.
Make sure you rustle up something tasty with it for him. Don't go using any cheap ingredients either. Everything I send is of the highest quality. I only sent enough for one person, which means you won't be getting any.
Okay. He can have it all to himself. Don't worry.
I'm glad you understand. I hope you don't think I'm being too hard on you, dear. It's just that we never know when you'll disappear, what with you being a stranger and all.
Bernadine, the vows I took on our wedding day are for life. I don't exactly plan on going anywhere.
Still, you've only been married 3 years. It's early days, and who knows what tomorrow might bring.
I guess. But things are going great between me and Jeremy.
My cousin Selena announced she was pregnant at my dad's wake the other day. Her and her husband Steve had only been married a year. Why can they do it, but you and Jeremy can't? Is it so hard to get pregnant? You do know how, don't you?
Jesus, Bernadine, what do you take us for? Of course we know how. Look, every couple's different. And some people like to wait a little longer before making such a huge decision. It's not that we don't want to. We just want to enjoy our personal time for now.
Do you really think that you have the luxury at your ripe old age? You'll hit the menopause before you know it with complacency like that. How are you going to grow any crops in a barren wasteland?
I prefer if you didn't say things like that.
Why on earth not? It's only because I'm worried about you.
I see. Listen, Bernadine. Sorry to change the subject, but I wanted to talk to you about the wake. I'd really appreciate it if you could let me know earlier next time there's something big like that going on.
Huh? Why?
It really took me off guard when Jeremy messaged me while I was at work, asking if I could book it off on short notice. I need more time to prepare for things like that.
What's the problem? Jeremy made it in the end, didn't he? You're the one who didn't show up. What were you thinking, agreeing to work on a day like that?
But I did book the day of the funeral off.
Did I say the wake would be on the same day as the funeral? No. You shouldn't jump to conclusions.
It kind of feels like you hid it from us. It's not that strange to assume that the wake would be on the day of the funeral. I had no idea it'd be the day before. And neither did Jeremy. How are we supposed to know what's going on if you don't tell us? I'm just asking you to communicate a little more is all.
Oopsie! I just forgot to tell you all, dear. Why so mistrustful? You act like I did it on purpose. Paranoia is unhealthy, you know? Anyway, what does it matter if you weren't at the wake? You're just some stranger who happened to marry my son. It's not like we're blood related. What do I care if you pay your respects to my dad?
Sure, we might not be blood related, but still.
Then that's the end of it. I won't hear another word of your grumbling, young lady. It makes no difference to us whether you're around or not. I suggest you take a long, hard think about your position in this family. Know your place, girl. Don't think you have the right to take part in family gatherings anymore either. You had the privilege, but you lost it when you threw it back in our faces by not showing up. Hello, Chloe. Can you tell my son to make sure he's available on the 1st of next month?
Got it. Will do. Is that for Craig's piano performance?
Huh? You knew?
Yeah. Chrissy told me. You know how proud she is of him. She said everyone was going for a meal afterwards and asked if I wanted to tag along.
What the devil? She invited you?
Yes?
Goodness gracious me. I hope you don't actually think you're going.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, we want to spend time together as a family. No outsiders. A stranger like you tagging along would only ruin the atmosphere and make everyone feel uncomfortable.
Do the right thing and decline the invitation. That's kind of difficult now. I already told her I'd go.
Then tell her you got a cold or feel under the weather or something. Just use your damn brain for once. You can tell her you stubbed your toe for all I care. The bottom line is you're not going.
Sorry. Chrissy invited me, and I said I'll go. So I'm going. If you're the one who organized it, of course I respect your wishes. But you're not, so yeah.
I see how it is. You want to ruin our precious family time, don't you?
I really don't. Besides, if I'm not family, then surely Chrissy isn't either. She's your daughter-in-law, just like me. If I'm a stranger as Jeremy's wife, then surely she is as his brother's.
Unlike you, she's a good wife who fulfills her womanly responsibilities to this family. Unlike you, she gave me a grandchild. Don't get me wrong, she doesn't have my full approval just yet. But she's on the right track. She contributed more to this family in 1 year than you did in 3.
So I'll never win your approval until I have kids? Am I totally worthless in your eyes then?
Exactly. If you want us to treat you like family, then you need to do your job as my son's wife and prove your commitment to us. Aha! There might be another way. If you're so serious about proving yourself to me, you'll let me move in with you and Jeremy.
What? You want to move in with us?
I hate to admit it, but I'm no spring chicken anymore, and I'm not as quick on my feet as I used to be. If you want me to acknowledge you as a member of this family, letting me move in with you is the quickest way. You should be grateful I'm offering you a shortcut. Don't dawdle, though. There's always Craig, so be careful. If you snooze, you might just lose. In fact, I've already discussed it with him and Chrissy. I doubt it'll be long before they say yes. Let's face it, who wouldn't want me living with them? I'm a ray of sunshine.
I'm pretty sure I told you this before, but me and Jeremy have no plans to have either of our parents move in with us. Obviously, we'll always be there to support you when you need us.
I see. So you're refusing your own mother-in-law?
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm glad I know where we stand now. Looks like you are a stranger after all. Don't worry about it. I know exactly how committed you are to this family now. To think you treat my kind, once-in-a-lifetime offer with such disdain.
It's really not like that, but we have to draw the line at shared living. If there's anything else I can do for you, let me know and I'll do my best.
Ooh, don't mind if I do. In that case, I have a job for you. I want you to clear up my garden shed. Surely you can at least do something as simple as that.
Of course, no problem.
Fantastic. I want you to come to my house next Sunday around noon is fine. Even if you did start first thing, you never get it all done in a day. There's years worth of stuff in there. I'm happy for you to start out with a few hours to begin with.
Sunday afternoon? Got it. See you next weekend.
Great. See you then. Oh, and I hope you're not thinking of asking Jeremy to help you. We won't be having any of that. This one's on you. Make sure you come alone. The future of your relationship with this family depends on whether or not you impress me with your shed cleaning skills, young lady. I hope you take this seriously. Chloe, come to my house this instant.
Bernadine? I thought you said I was starting on the shed around noon. I'm waiting for a package from my mom this morning, so I have to be in till it gets here. But I can come over as soon as it does.
Not good enough. Forget the package and get over here.
I think it's gonna be here soon. The live map says the delivery guy's in the neighborhood already. I'm really sorry, but can you hold on just a little while longer?
Not good enough. This is an emergency, young lady. Do as you're told and get your ass over here at once. I think I've broken something. I can't stand up.
What? Where are you?
In the yard. I fell over, now I can't stand up. I tried calling Jeremy, but he won't pick up. What the hell is he doing that's more important than his injured mother?
He went to the movies with his friends this morning. I'm guessing his phone turned off.
Then there's nothing else for it. You have to come right now. Don't you care what happens to me? My leg hurts. I can't get up and I need help.
If you can't stand up, I think you should call an ambulance. Even if I leave this instant, it'll still take me about 30 minutes. An ambulance could be there in less than 10. How about I call one for you? I can give them your address and you'll be on your way to the hospital before you know it.
No! I'm covered in mud because my foot slipped into a hole. Do you really think I can ride an ambulance looking like this? I'd never live down the embarrassment. The neighbors would have a field day. They'd all be stood out on their lawns, pointing and laughing at me like the vultures they are.
What?
I'm covered in so much mud, it's even seeping through my pants. I need to get changed. Why do you think I'm messaging you? Do you think I don't know ambulances exist? If I wanted one, I'd call one.
Wait a sec. Are you really at your house? I don't remember there being any holes big enough to fall into your yard. Plus, mud? There hasn't been a drop of rain in the last month.
Enough of these silly questions. Just shut up and come already. If you don't come soon, me and you are finished forever. You'll never win my approval, and you'll never be a member of this family. Is that what you want? Ow! My leg hurts. Your mother-in-law's in trouble here, damn it. Hurry up and come help me, you worthless piece of crap of a wife.
Fine. I'm on my way.
Thank the Lord. Why was it so difficult to just do as I said from the get-go? I've never met anyone so useless in my life. Is it such a surprise that you still don't have my approval? If not for your incessant complaining, you'd already be halfway here. Chloe, I have a small favor to ask you. Please, would you bring me my pajamas and a few other things? I feel so uncomfortable in this hospital gown.
Excuse me?
I feel like such a nuisance asking you to go out of your way like this for me. But not a single person came to visit me since I got admitted to the hospital. Isn't that awful? Neither of my sons are replying to my messages. You're the only person I've left to rely on, Chloe. So please, I'm begging you, won't you be a darling and look after me for a while? I know things haven't always been great between us, but this could finally be our chance to bond and get to know each other.
Huh? Who are you?
What do you mean, who? It's me, Bernadine, your husband's mother.
Forgive me, but that doesn't ring any bells. I don't know any Bernadines. And my husband doesn't have a mother.
What? What on earth are you talking about? It was just a few days ago you heroically rushed out to me and called an ambulance after I fell into that hole in the yard and hurt my leg. Don't even joke about such things. I'm lying seriously injured in a hospital bed here. I'm vulnerable as it is without being abandoned by my entire family. I'm not sure I can take being treated like this for much longer. Please don't say things like that, dear.
You deserve everything that happens to you.
Huh?
You made a freaking pitfall trap in your backyard with the aim of luring me into it. The only reason you're in the hospital is because you're such a moron you fell into your own hole. You wouldn't have hurt yourself if you didn't try to pull such an insane stunt. You wouldn't be lying in the hospital with a broken leg if you didn't dig the hole in the first place.
Well, yes, what you say may be true.
But you know what? I'm glad you did fall in. Because if you didn't, it would have been me lying in that bed. Can you give me a single good reason why I'd go out of my way to help someone who tried to do something like that to me?
Don't be so dramatic, dear. It was just a harmless little prank.
A harmless little prank that broke your leg clean in two and put you in the hospital? A harmless little prank with a 4-month recovery period? I shudder at the thought of what might have happened if it went like you planned. You terrify me.
Don't be silly, dear. You're young, healthy, and as fit as a fiddle. The only reason I got hurt is because I'm old and frail. I'm just not as sturdy as I used to be, that's all.
You can't say that for sure. How did you plan on taking responsibility if I got seriously hurt?
I'm sorry. I never thought this would happen. Not in a million years.
Not to you, maybe.
But Chloe, hear me out. I've had a long, hard think about my behavior, and I've made a decision. I'll never do anything horrible to you again, I promise. I learned a valuable lesson through all this. So please, won't you at least look after me while I'm here in the hospital? I might just about be able to get by on my own once I get discharged. But I'm helpless here because everyone's ignoring me.
Nope. Me and Jeremy are done with you.
Huh?
Which part don't you get? D-O-N-E! As in cutting you out of our lives forever. For eternity. For perpetuity. For the rest of time. Until heat death of the universe. Get it yet?
Oh my god, the cruelty! Why would you do such a thing? Sure, maybe I did try and lure you into a pitfall trap. But did it work? No, it was me who got hurt in the end, wasn't it? What's the harm done?
Let me get this straight. You're saying I should forgive you because you were too much of a moron to trick me?
I'm not saying you should forgive me, per se. But still, isn't cutting off all ties with me a little horrible? I can't help but feel this is disproportionate.
We planned on cutting you out of our lives before long, even if you didn't make the pitfall trap. All you did was hasten our decision.
What? Why?
You're unreal, Bernadine. Are you seriously saying you forgot about how you've been treating me all this time?
Well, if you're talking what I think you're talking about, I admit it. I may have been strict sometimes. But isn't that a mother-in-law's job? Besides, it's precisely because I wanted to acknowledge you as a member of this family so badly that I chose to use such severe discipline methods. How else were you supposed to fully understand your role and duties as my son's wife?
You never invited me to family events, and on the rare occasion I was allowed to come over to your house, you served everyone food, except me. Then when I said I didn't have any food, you told me to go pour myself a glass of water. You told me not to show up to family restaurant outings. Which part of that counts as making me understand my roles and duty as Jeremy's wife? You were harassing me, plain and simple, and you're nothing but a vicious bully. Are you telling me that if I carried on tolerating your crap, you'd have one day accepted me into the family? And we would have all lived happily ever after?
Oh, come on, Chloe. Can't we just drop this already? I said I'm sorry and promised never to do it again. Surely we can move on. I'm genuinely remorseful for what I did, dear. You have to believe me. I feel guilty about how cruelly I treated you when you were always so kind and respectful towards me.
The time for apologies passed a long time ago. It's too little too late. This changes nothing about mine and Jeremy's decision.
What do you mean when you say you're done with me? That I'll never see you again?
Exactly. We might still cross paths at weddings and funerals, but even then, we definitely won't speak to you or acknowledge you exist.
I take it that means Jeremy doesn't want his inheritance either. You should know that if you go through with this, I'll write him out of my will in a heartbeat. That goes for everything his dad left behind, too. I'll give everything to Craig instead.
That's totally fine with us. But there is one more thing you should know. I'm guessing they haven't told you, so allow me. Craig and Chrissy want you out of their lives too.
What?
You might have forgotten, but you were just as horrible to Chrissy as you were to me when the two of them first tied the knot. She probably never told you, but she absolutely hates your guts. Which naturally means Craig isn't your biggest fan either.
What? But I'm nice to her now. Besides, I don't remember doing anything that bad.
She told us the only reason she was polite to you, in spite of the fact that she despised you, was to keep the peace. Superficial politeness does not equal forgiveness.
Oh my god, that ungrateful witch. I always went out of my way to invite her to family gatherings. And I spoil my grandson rotten. This is how she repays me.
Those things don't cancel out the bullying and harassment. There's some things you don't forget. Just because you found a new target when I showed up, doesn't mean the pain you caused her disappeared.
No way. Is that why no one's visiting me in the hospital?
Exactly. That's why you need to stop pestering us and deal with your own problems from now on. We're done with you. And that means all of us.
Chloe, please. I'm so sorry. You have to understand, none of it was personal. I was just afraid of losing my precious son. I felt like something had been stolen from me, and in my mind, that was all your fault. I know it was wrong, but I wanted to see you suffer like I was, even if just a little.
Just a little? That's the understatement of the year. How many times did Jeremy warn you? How many times did he tell you to stop treating me like dirt? Not just him, but Craig too. He told you he wasn't going to carry on tolerating what you were doing to Chrissy. But it all went in one ear and out the other. Rather than backing down, you got worse. You carried on, waging your wicked campaign of abuse, despite knowing full well how it would end. You deserve everything you get.
Please, Chloe, don't say things like that. I can change, I swear. And to prove it, I have an announcement to make. I hereby officially acknowledge you as my son's wife and a proud member of this family. Congratulations, dear. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Aren't you over the moon? Please, all I ask is that you don't abandon me.
Sorry, Bernadine, but would you mind telling that to your family instead? I'm just a useless stranger, so there's nothing I can do for you. Mine, Jeremy's, Chrissy's, and Craig's inboxes got flooded with desperately apologetic messages from a panicking Bernadine. But since we'd all reached our wits' ends with her a long time ago, we ignored her. Apparently, by some miracle, she managed to enlist the help of a distant relative while she was in the hospital. But realizing she probably helped her, not knowing what she'd done, we made sure to fill the entire family in on the details of her misdeeds. And before long, she didn't have a single ally left. Now, she lives on her own in total isolation in a house that no one visits. I hope she finally understands how horrible it feels to be treated by a stranger by your family. What goes around comes around, so be nice, folks. We have no intention of forgiving her, but since no one's willing to take responsibility for caring for her, when she gets older, we'll have to put her in a care home when the time comes. We're not speaking to her at all, for the time being though. I hope she has a long, hard think about behavior. I'm not holding my breath that she'll change, but hey, anything's possible. Anyway, listen up, cause I have an announcement to make. Half a year after announcing the termination of relations with the mother-in-law from hell, I fell pregnant, and I'm currently living life at about twice my usual size. I get horrible morning sickness sometimes, but I take that any day over the vicious bullying I used to put up with. To tell you the truth, my stress levels are virtually non-existent, and I've never been happier. Can you imagine if I fell pregnant during the Bernadine saga? I shudder to think about what kind of stress would have done to the baby. There's no doubt about it. She would have pushed me over the edge eventually if we didn't get rid of her. I'm so relieved we did what we had to do before it came to that. It's perfectly natural to want to earn the approval of your mother-in-law. But this whole thing taught me that you should always be willing to draw the line, because no one's approval is worth sacrificing your mental health. My real family are amazing, supportive towards me. and I feel blessed to have him in my life. I always let him know how much I appreciate him.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hi, Mulaney. I'm afraid I have some bad news to break. I just got fired from work.
What? Are you serious? Why, Wayne? What the hell happened?
Don't worry about the reason I was fired. It's not important. What is done is done.
You're kidding, right? The reason is very important. Are they trying to cut down on labor costs? Had you known they've been planning a layoff this year? Shouldn't they be giving you earlier notice?
If labor costs was the reason, they would never have fired me. I've been making so much money for the company, you know? They'd be stupid to lay me off to save money.
Well then, why the hell did they let you go?
It's not a big deal. I might have tweaked numbers on a report or have been tough on my subordinates. I think someone snitched on me for bullying them. But I never imagined that my own company would betray me after all I'd done for them. Clearly they don't have their priorities straight. They are going to regret letting me go. They are going to lose so much sales without me.
Hold on a second. You did what? You falsified your reports and bullied your subordinates? And are you telling me that these allegations are true? Because the fact that you were saying you didn't imagine getting fired kind of sounds like you're admitting both.
My guys were being disrespectful to me. They were being smartass like youngsters do. So I decided to be tough on them, to show them who was boss. I bet it was this young bitch who snitched on me. I yelled at her the other day because she made a major mistake on the report. But then I got called in by HR afterwards for being too harsh. Can you believe that? I'm not even the one who made the mistake. I bet she sleeps with upper management or something. She must have talked one of the officers into firing me.
Stop it, Wayne. That is so inappropriate. You don't know that for sure.
Why else would I get chewed at? I've done nothing wrong.
Maybe you were too hard on her, as your HR manager says. You shouldn't have yelled at her.
The issue is that she's too weak. She's lucky I punched the table and not her face. And she stopped coming to work after that too. I bet she thinks it's my fault and told HR an exaggerated story. Young people nowadays don't have any perseverance. Don't you agree?
You punched the table while scolding her? That is so unprofessional. Of course you would get reported to HR, Wayne. Don't you know how companies are sensitive about compliance these days? You would have been in so much trouble if someone posted about you on SNS. If it went viral, it would have been the end for you.
That is so stupid. Everyone is afraid to show power because of the damn internet. What a horrible trend.
What else did you do? There were other reasons, weren't there? I can easily picture you doing and saying whatever you please at work.
They might have said some other stuff, but I don't remember anymore.
You forgot? How could you have forgotten? It was just today, right? Do you even understand your situation? You need to take the reasons seriously so you won't make the same mistake again.
Well, I was kind of shocked too, you know? I couldn't believe they were firing me. So I might not have been paying attention towards the end of the conversation.
All right, fine. Wow, though. I mean, thankfully I work, so we'll get by for the time being. But you need to find a new job right away.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's something else. I'm going to have to ask you to pay for all my debt until I find one.
Debt? What debt are you talking about? Like for your car?
That too, but I've also been using payday and title loans.
What the hell? Since when?
Well, I kinda got scammed and lost all the money I had invested. It really sucks. I was so upset about it for a while.
Why haven't I heard of this already? Wayne, that is such a huge deal.
I was too upset to tell you sooner, so I'm telling you now.
You should have told me when it happened. What do you mean you got scammed? I need to know the details.
I met this guy who told me about how he made money through internet business.
Oh God, Wayne. I can already tell this is shady.
Well, he said that I could make millions in a year with virtual currency. I trusted him and put everything I had, but the price crashed quickly and I lost about $50,000.
50,000? Are you're kidding me, right?
I wish I was, but no, I'm not. So, because I lost all my cash, I haven't been able to pay for all my expenses. That's why I've been using payday or title loans. But I've been struggling to pay it back, so I have multiple rollovers now. And now, since I've been fired from work, I'm going to have to ask you to pay it on my behalf.
Excuse me? How can you be so unapologetic about this? You are asking me to pay off your debt as if you were asking me to take out the dog. What the hell, Wayne? Do you realize how bad this is?
Just for now. I'll take over as soon as I find a job.
I can't believe you've been so reckless, and that you never told me until now. On the same day you tell me you got fired? I'm in disbelief.
Well, I don't have any choice but to ask you. I have to pay them back somehow. I mean, I could get into serious trouble if I don't, right?
How the hell would I know?
I heard they can chase you around and make crazy phone calls to friends and relatives, or even to work. And then if I still don't pay them back, the court could order property liens. I've seen it on TV before.
If you are so scared about the consequences, you never should have used payday loans in the first place. Don't you know they have crazy interest?
I thought I could pay them back in no time. And for the record, I also didn't plan on getting fired. Besides, it's not my fault that I was scammed. I'm a victim here. I was tricked into putting money into it. He made me trust him.
Whatever. You need to go find yourself a new job now. I can't pay for everything with just my salary. I might last a couple of months at most. You know I don't get paid that much.
All right. You just watch, Mel. I'm going to find a job that's much better than before. Then I'll be able to pay off my debts in a blink. It won't be a problem.
I pray that you are right. But I am less hopeful that a bully like you could find a job that easily. What are you going to say when you get asked why you were fired?
Oh, I'm so good at interviews. My interviewer is going to like me so much, they won't care what I answer. They are going to wonder why I was fired, and they will evaluate my performance correctly, unlike the idiots who fired me today.
You need to be realistic, Wayne. I don't think you were fired because a company didn't know how to evaluate you. You were fired because you were causing issues in the office. Don't blame it on other people. You need to look in the mirror and really think about how you need to change. Or else, you are going to repeat the same thing again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I told you I was not the one causing issues in the office. My subordinates were.
What kind of manager blames their team member for making mistakes? Their errors are your responsibility. You should be old enough to understand that. I feel really bad for the girl you yelled at.
What? Why? Have you been paying attention to what I've been saying? She's the one who made a major mistake at work. All I did was tell her what she was doing was wrong. Shouldn't you feel sorry for me for having to cover her ass? It's not fair.
That attitude is exactly what I am talking about. You blame things on other people and never reflect on your own actions. Did you even have any friends at work? Did anyone like you?
Don't you dare talk like you know anything about my job.
And you think you can be talking to me like that? I'm the one who has to pay your debts. Give me a break.
Shut up, woman. Don't provoke me.
Provoke you? You are making me so angry right now. I have never been so ashamed of you in my life.
Excuse me? I will not allow you to talk to your husband like that. You know what? In fact, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You should be encouraging me at hard times. But instead, all you have been doing is putting me down.
Stop acting like a child. You are going to make yourself look even worse.
Shut up. I don't care. I'm not talking to you until you apologize to me.
Hello? How much longer are you going to ignore me? We haven't spoken in 4 months. Grow up already, Wayne. I know you're reading this. You don't want to speak to me in person, that's fine, but you can still reply to my messages, can't you?
I told you I'm not talking to you until you apologize. You disrespect your husband. I will not tolerate such an attitude. If you want to talk to me, then you apologize.
I beg your pardon? You are still asking me to apologize? Do you even know what I've been going through these past couple of months covering your ass? I've been working from dusk to dawn to pay for everything. You have no idea how tired I am every day. Besides, I was not being disrespectful. I was only being honest.
Honest? No, you mocked me.
About you causing trouble at work? That you blame other people for everything? Or are you referring to the part I asked if anyone even liked you? Well, guess what? I still stand by what I said. I was only telling the truth.
There you go again. You know, it's all right. I understand you're not sorry, right? Well, I guess I have to keep on ignoring you. I have nothing to say to you until you are truly sorry for disrespecting your husband. Bye.
Oh my God, Wayne, you are acting like a child. You are a grown man. Stop playing games. By the way, you of course remember that I am paying off your debt as we speak, right?
What about it?
What about it? Are you being serious right now? I am working my ass off so that you don't get called into court. And you think I'm the disrespectful one? You owe me money and appreciation. I cannot believe you have the nerve to ignore me.
Such a whiner. You think you are so great just because you pay my debt? You are my wife. It's part of your duty. Once married, we share what we make and what we owe.
I'm sorry. Share? So far, I'm the only one paying, remember? I am not the one responsible for your debt. You are. You and only you should be paying. So tell me why you're still jobless after 4 months.
It's not my fault the market sucks right now. Nobody is hiring. I've been looking frantically for a job every day.
But 4 months? I'm sure you can find something. Why don't you try spreading your options a little, huh? Are you looking into smaller offices?
Small offices? Are you crazy? This is not an option. I am definitely not lowering my status.
Why the hell not? It's not the time to be picky. You should be thankful for any kind of position.
No way. I'm too good for a small company. I'm big firm material, you know?
No, I don't. Right now, your top priority should be to find any job so that I can stop paying off your debt. Let go of your pride, Wayne.
I can't just work for any company. What if they're blacklisted or something? I'm not going to work for some random company just to end up having to look for a new job again in a couple of months. I'm going to find a company that deserves me.
Really? Who the hell do you think you are? Here, I'll try to say it nicely. I know you don't want to hear this, but Wayne, you are not a big shot like you think you are. You need to ease off on your conditions and find a job right away.
What? Are you disrespecting me again? Do not tell me what to do. You know nothing about firms or actual jobs.
I'm telling you not to be so full of yourself. After all, you got fired for bullying your own team members. What kind of a big shot could you possibly be, huh?
Shut up. Don't act like you know better than me. You think you are special or something? You are merely a store manager of a petty old restaurant.
What's wrong with that? I love my job. Not to mention that at least I have one, and I have never caused the kind of trouble you have. So yes, I do think I know better than you regarding people management.
I didn't get fired because I bullied those idiots. I was fired because they were all jealous of how good I was. They all conspired to get rid of me.
Wow. I really don't understand how you can have such high self-esteem. I'm starting to wish I had that kind of confidence.
I am gifted, unlike you. Perhaps you are jealous too. I mean, you only have an ordinary job at a restaurant. It's clear that I am better. Otherwise, I would never have been hired by a big firm in the first place.
Yeah, from which you got fired, right? At least I gained enough trust from everyone to become store manager.
A store manager who makes less than half of what I make?
Correction, maid. Don't forget you are penniless right now.
Woman, just because I don't have a job right now doesn't make you better than me. In social standards, you belong to the lowest class.
I beg your pardon. I can't believe you just categorized your own wife.
You married me for status, didn't you? I've always known. You're such a greedy woman.
If you want to take back what you just said, now is your only chance.
Take it back? What for? I am only giving you the truth. I ain't taking anything back.
You know what? Enough. If you want to play games with me, fine, I'll play. I hope you understand what you're getting yourself into.
Am I supposed to be scared? You can't do anything to me. Admit it, you are not smart enough. So stop acting like you are.
All right, we'll see then. I'd love to hear you say the same in several months. But don't come back crying for mercy.
Hey, Mulaney. What the hell is wrong with you? Why is there no meal for me again? You need to stop acting like this now.
You want me to stop? You are the one who started it. You kept on ignoring me, so I decided to do the same. I am ignoring you, and I mean that I will not recognize your existence. That is why I'm not cooking for you or doing any of your chores, capiche?
You are neglecting your duties as a wife. Do you know how messy the laundry room is now? This place is filled with dirty clothes. I can't believe you deliberately left out my stuff in the basket and only cleared yours. Now I don't have anything to wear. You are so selfish.
I'm selfish. What are you then? You don't work. You don't do any chores. All you've done is cause me pain. So what duties have you fulfilled as a husband, huh?
Oh, I see how it is. You think you are getting back at me. How pathetic. All you can do is boycott on house chores?
I'd say my boycott is a success, wouldn't you? I mean, clearly it's irritating you. It should help you understand that I am not to be taken for granted.
Ha, so you think you are hurting me now? All you've done is made me more angry with you.
Yeah, whatever. Be mad all you want, you whining pig. I am not scared at all. You being mad is like a baby crying for attention. You are only upset because things won't go your way.
What did you just call me? Oh, you're going to regret calling me names.
I'm not going to regret anything. You should know that I am furious about this entire situation. I am not doing anything for you unless you do something about your attitude towards me. Don't expect me to cook for you or do your laundry. In fact, don't expect anything.
I don't need you to do a damn thing for me. I will manage on my own.
Oh, really? I look forward to seeing that. I mean, you don't even know how to use the microwave.
What? Are you crazy? Of course I can use the microwave. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, then why are you complaining about not having anything to eat? If you can use it, I'm sure you can manage to prepare your own damn meal. If you can't, then of course there's always that option to stop being so immature and just apologize to me. It's amusing to see you being so stubborn, but it's getting kind of old, isn't it?
Why on earth would I apologize to you? I am not sorry about anything.
You still don't understand your position, do you? You literally can't live without me right now. I support your living.
Shut up. Don't think you have the upper hand just because you pay off my debt. And stop being so cheap. I have been supporting our lives all this time now. It's your turn to support me.
It's really not just about money. It's your mentality and how you treat me. I really don't know how else to explain it for you to understand. But since you still don't get it, I guess you'll have to learn the hard way. It's too bad, Wayne. I gave you my final warning.
Mulaney, you bitch. You haven't been paying the loans, have you? I am getting frantic calls from lenders now. What the hell are you doing? Hello? Answer me. Mulaney, please answer. I need to talk to you.
What do you want? It's 2 a.m. I'm trying to sleep.
I am getting so many collection calls from unknown numbers. It doesn't stop. It scares me.
Well, it's been a while since I stopped paying. I mean, you borrowed money from so many places and they've been rolled over for months now. So I'm not surprised everyone is coming after you.
Well, why haven't they been paid? You haven't even paid the interest.
Why? You were wondering why I stopped paying? I gave you my final warning 2 months ago. I told you I was going to have to teach you the hard way, didn't I? And yet not only did you refuse to apologize to me, you kept ignoring me. So I did what I said I'd do, which is to do nothing for you.
Where the hell are you right now? Why haven't you been home?
And because I'm leaving you. We are getting a divorce, and I am not coming back to you ever.
What? No, I don't want a divorce. Where is all this coming from?
From you and how you have treated me. You can't stop me from leaving you. I have already made my mind and hired a lawyer. I'm sure she'll be in touch with you in a couple of days.
Mulaney, come on. Please, don't forsake me for this.
No, but I am because I've had enough. In fact, I decided I had enough over 4 months ago, which is when I stopped paying your bills, actually. I was going to pay them if you changed your behavior, but you never did. So that was it for me. You're not worth any penny.
Mulaney, please. Just cover me for 3 more months. Maybe just 2 more months. I could get into serious trouble if they're not paid.
You dug your own hole, Wayne. I am not suffering for you anymore. Good luck with everything.
You can't give up on me like that. We are married. You have some responsibility to me.
Nope, you can't play that card on me. You are responsible for your own mistakes, not me. Maybe try to be a decent adult from now on.
I think they're going to sue me. I'll be summoned to court and lose. It's going to remain on my record forever.
Yeah, probably. I'm surprised they haven't already. You should have thought about that possibly a while ago.
No, that's not good. My reputation will be ruined.
You're probably on the blacklist already. You won't be able to use your credit card anymore. Or the bank for that matter. Yikes.
Can you at least help me to stop these phone calls? I don't even know who's calling me. You know, there were a couple of sketchy places that let me take loans. What if I unknowingly borrowed money from gang members or something? That kind of business could be owned by that kind of people, couldn't it? What if they come and hurt me?
Perhaps. I mean, not paying anything for 4 months would definitely piss off gang members, wouldn't it?
Why didn't you tell me sooner that you stopped paying?
You're the one who's been ignoring me. I hope it's just the bank or authorities calling you and not gang members. Either way, you can't run anymore. They'll use all their power to find you.
Tell me what I need to do, Mulaney. I can't pay them back on my own. I don't have any money. Please help me.
Don't ask me. You need to deal with it yourself. My final advice is that you think wisely. Try to not make your situation any worse. You are lucky your parents left you the house. Because if there's no way for you to pay, then I guess the court will order you to take your property to make up for it. If the gang doesn't get to you first, that is.
You knew this was going to happen, didn't you?
Of course I did. I thought you did too.
Mulaney, I'm sorry. Please help me. I was wrong.
Oh, so you want to apologize now?
Yes, because I understand what a fool I have been. Come back to me, please. Give me another chance.
And pay off your debts. Hell to the no. I am never looking after you. In fact, I hope the people coming after you really are gangs and hurt you instead of a nice and formal court order. You don't deserve civilized treatment.
Mulaney, that's awful.
You brought the situation upon yourself. I hope you suffer.
If something happens to me, I swear I will haunt you. Hello? Stop ignoring me.
My bad. I was falling asleep since this conversation is so boring for me. Can I go to bed now? Some people have to wake up early in the morning to go to work, you know.
No, you can't go to bed. You can't leave me stranded like this. I am horrified about this whole situation. It's driving me insane.
But that is your problem and not mine.
At least talk to me, please. I don't want to be alone.
Well, too bad. You are on your own. I told you I've had enough. I consider you as good as dead. So I'm going to keep on ignoring you. I should also add that I really don't care what happens to you next. So, goodbye, and good luck with your life. Wayne must have been in serious panic that he made himself believe Gaines could hurt him for not paying off his debts. The chances are, of course, extremely unlikely, but I thought it was hilarious that he was petrified of being chased by scary people, so I let him believe that it could happen. After a couple of months since officially divorcing him, I heard from a friend that Wayne ran away from town and that he has not been seen since. By that time, he had lost all his property and money, but since he still had some payments left, he may have thought he was still being chased or something. To think that I was married to such a pathetic person makes me embarrassed, but I am glad he is out of the picture for good now. I, on the other hand, got a promotion soon after the divorce. As funny as it is, I was working my butt off to make enough money to pay off Wayne's debt, which raised my reviews at work. It turns out that my performance pushed the overall sales of the restaurant as well, and so I ended up with an increase in income. As much as I despise him, I guess he was a bit useful in the end, although I would never thank him for what he made me go through.